Remember that whole New World Order thing? Baseless conspiracy theory that doesn't exist. Unless globalists talk about it in a positive context, then it suddenly does exist. Well, that thing that doesn't exist was just announced at Davos yet again.
Here at WEF, I believe we're discussing, there's a lot of discussion about what the new world order will be. I hope this time round, once we're building this new world order.
So what's the new world order going to look like in reality? Well, we don't have to guess, because at Davos, they keep telling us every single time they open their mouths. A 5-minute city.
So when I'm looking at this, it's a grid infrastructure.
Yeah, so basically the way it works is it's 170 kilometers long, 200 meters wide, 500 meters high. Wow. The height is from the sea level.
Yeah, looks like a high-rise prison. All privately owned cars banned.
Virtually no traffic. You can go to different places very efficiently without using cars. There are no cars.
Not one single car?
It's going to be different types of transportation.
The digital ID database tracking who's been vaccinated and who hasn't.
You need to know who's been vaccinated and who hasn't been. Some of the vaccines that will come on down the line will be multiple. There'll be multiple shots. So you've got to have, for reasons to do with the healthcare more generally, but certainly for a pandemic or for vaccines, you've got to have a proper digital infrastructure.
Implanted brain chips.
I do believe that within many of our lifetimes, we'll see healthy people using implanted brain technology as well.
Ingestible chips that send wireless signals to authorities when someone has complied with taking a pharmaceutical product.
It is basically biological chip that it is in the tablet. And once you take the tablet and dissolves into your stomach, sends a signal that you took the tablet. So imagine the applications of that, compliance. The insurance companies to know that the medicines that patients should take, they do take them.
Absolutely deranged, and they call us the crazies. A new COVID scale pandemic.
The odds, in my view, are better than 50-50 that there will be a COVID scale problem within the next 15 years.
Can't wait for that one. The total elimination of free speech under the bullshit excuse of combating hate and misinformation.
Because what qualifies as hate speech, as illegal hate speech, which you will have soon also in the US. I think that we have a strong reason why we have this in the criminal law. We need the platforms to simply work with the language and to identify such cases.
The alphabet lobby subverting all culture.
Normalizing LGBTQ folks, including us in all stories. So that's the other piece that I think is really important. And we've worked really closely with Hollywood on this.
More unhinged climate hysteria to reduce your living standards, which they spout after having arrived to lecture you about it on luxury private jets.
Of the land and creating the droughts and melting the ice and raising the sea level and causing these waves of climate refugees predicted to reach 1 billion in this century. Look at the xenophobia and political authoritarian trends that have come from just a few million refugees. What about 1 billion? We would lose our capacity for self-governance on this world. We have to act.
That's what the New World Order is. In their own words, totalitarian garbage. That's what this world government, which nobody frigging voted for, seeks to impose, and they hide it all in plain sight. They're trying to build a prison for you and me to live in.
We have to act.
They do not create the sustainability of what we are doing. Just think of the global warming. Technologies of the fourth industrial revolution. I'm thinking here of artificial intelligence, I'm thinking of the Internet of Things, of the new capabilities we have with genetic engineering. Those technologies have been very much advanced by the pandemic. We know that many of the world's problems can only be solved if we apply new technologies, and I'm happy to see China putting high importance on developing its fourth industrial revolution capabilities. So we have a great opportunity at this moment, like we had after World War II, to have in some way a new beginning in our global cooperation, in globalization, in managing our global affairs. We have now a window of opportunity to create this global.
It is mostly the believers who laugh at us when we say you will own nothing and be happy. And watching this crowd, they are mentally stuck in the Stone Age when we talk about our future and our unlimited potentials, like eating insects to stop the climate crisis. And of course, we at the World Economic Forum, we still love these people and we want them to be with us in that future. But they have to compromise. Because you see, these hackable human animals believe that there is a creator.
Can you imagine that in 10 years when we are sitting here, we have an implant in our brains, and I can immediately feel, because you all will have implants. Just think of sensors planted into our brains.
Basically implanted in your skull. So, but it would be flush with your skull. So you basically take out a chunk of skull, put the Neuralink device in there. You put the electrode, you'd insert the electrode threads very carefully into the brain.
It doesn't change what you are doing. It changes you if you take a genetic editing. It's a fusion of the physical, the digital, and the biological world. That's really the essence of the fourth industrial revolution.
A merger with biological intelligence and machine intelligence.
An effort for man to merge with machine in a healthy way.
Yes.
To beat machines, you basically have to merge with machines.
Most likely, yes.
As work is changing, is a universal basic.
The percentage of